Welcome to this video on the expansion of free trade. In today's increasingly interconnected and globalized world, the exchange of goods and services across national borders plays a crucial role in driving economic growth and development. The concept of free trade, which refers to the unrestricted exchange of goods and services between countries without tariffs or other barriers, has a long history dating back to the 18th century and has undergone significant evolution over time. In this video, we will explore the benefits and drawbacks of free trade, the role of international organizations in promoting it, and current debates and controversies surrounding it. Stay with us as we delve into the complex and often contentious topic of free trade. There are several economic benefits associated with free trade. One of the main benefits is increased efficiency and competitiveness. By allowing countries to specialize in the production of goods and services in which they have a comparative advantage, free trade enables businesses to access a wider market and compete on a global scale, leading to greater efficiency and productivity. This, in turn, can lead to lower prices for consumers as businesses can produce goods and services at a lower cost due to economies of scale. Free trade also leads to increased access to a wider range of goods and services for consumers, as it allows countries to import products that may not be produced domestically or that may be produced at a higher cost. This increased access to a diverse range of products can lead to a higher standard of living for consumers. In addition to these benefits for consumers, free trade can also lead to increased economic growth and development in countries that participate in it. By opening up their economies to international trade, countries can access new markets, attract foreign investment, and create new job opportunities, which can help to drive economic growth and development. Overall, the benefits of free trade can be significant and far-reaching, and it is an important factor in the global economy. While free trade can bring many economic benefits, it is not without its drawbacks. One potential downside of free trade is job losses in certain industries. As countries specialize in the production of certain goods and services, some industries may decline or disappear altogether due to increased competition from foreign producers. This can lead to job losses and economic disruption in affected industries, particularly in cases where workers do not have the necessary skills or education to transition to other industries. Another potential drawback of free trade is wage stagnation. In industries that face increased competition from foreign producers, companies may be under pressure to keep wages low in order to remain competitive. This can lead to wage stagnation or even wage declines, particularly for lower-skilled workers. It is important to note that while free trade can bring these negative impacts, there are ways to mitigate them through policy interventions such as retraining programs and assistance for affected workers. It is also important to consider the potential long-term benefits of free trade, such as increased efficiency and competitiveness, which can lead to economic growth and development that can ultimately benefit all members of society. There are several international organizations that play a role in promoting and regulating free trade. One of the most significant of these is the World Trade Organization, WTO, which is an intergovernmental organization that oversees the rules of international trade. The WTO works to promote free trade by establishing and enforcing a set of rules and agreements that govern trade between its member countries. These rules cover a wide range of issues, including tariffs, subsidies, and trade barriers, and aim to create a level playing field for all member countries. Another way in which international organizations promote free trade is through the negotiation and implementation of free trade agreements, FTAs. FTAs are agreements between two or more countries that aim to reduce or eliminate barriers to trade, such as tariffs, quotas, and other restrictions. Some examples of major FTAs include the North American Free Trade Agreement, NAFTA, and the Trans-Pacific Partnership, TPP. These agreements can significantly expand free trade by removing barriers and fostering greater economic integration between participating countries. Overall, international organizations play a vital role in promoting and regulating free trade, helping to create a more open and interconnected global economy. There are a number of current debates and controversies surrounding free trade. One of the main areas of debate is the impact of free trade on workers and their communities. Some critics argue that free trade can lead to job losses and wage stagnation in certain industries, particularly in developed countries where workers may not have the necessary skills or education to transition to other industries. Others argue that free trade can create new job opportunities and drive economic growth and development, particularly in developing countries. Another area of controversy surrounding free trade is its potential impact on the environment. Critics argue that free trade can lead to the exploitation of natural resources and the erosion of environmental protections in the pursuit of lower production costs. Others argue that free trade can actually promote environmental sustainability by creating incentives for companies to adopt more environmentally friendly practices in order to remain competitive. There are also concerns about the potential for abuse by multinational corporations in the context of free trade. Critics argue that these companies can use their power and influence to shape trade rules and regulations in their favor, leading to unfair competition and potentially negative consequences for consumers and smaller businesses. Overall, the debates and controversies surrounding free trade are complex and multifaceted, and it is important to consider the potential pros and cons of free trade in order to make informed decisions about its role in the global economy. In conclusion, free trade is a complex and often contentious topic that plays a vital role in the global economy. While there are many benefits associated with free trade, including increased efficiency, competitiveness, and access to a wider range of goods and services, there are also potential drawbacks, including job losses and wage stagnation in certain industries. International organizations such as the World Trade Organization, WTO, and free trade agreements, FTAs, play a key role in promoting and regulating free trade, but there are ongoing debates and controversies surrounding these issues. It is important to consider the potential pros and cons of free trade and to stay informed about current developments in this area in order to make informed decisions about its role in the global economy. Thank you for watching.